Good evening, everyone. Let me recognize the presence of Honorable Greta Roberts, Minister for Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development, Honorable Kia Frederick, Minister of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment, and the Parliamentary Representative of the Kalinago Territory, Senator Honorable Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development, with specific responsibility for youth and sports, Honorable Anthony Charles, Parliamentary Representative for the Marigot constituency, Ambassador Emmanuel Nanton, the Chairman of the Dominical Cricket Academy, our Sports Division Rep, and our Sports Division Representative, Mr. Edmond Auden. We also have with us Mr. Gregory Shillingford, who is the Chairman of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, and I know he knows more than cricketer, but maybe all of us here. Other invited guests, media personnel, staff of the Ministry of Tourism, and also the diaspora staff assisting us here. Good evening to all. A very warm welcome to all present here, and an extra special welcome to Kavem Hodge, who is our special guest this evening. As we are aware, Kavem is a sports ambassador and our own son of the soil, who has played for both the Windward Islands and the West Indies cricket team, among many other areas. I saw he played for colleges and different areas. This has contributed to Kavem attaining his maiden century in England on Friday, July 19, 2024. Hence the reason for the small but significant celebration on his arrival back home. It's an honor to be graced by the presence of our government officials and sports personnel. This indicates your interest and support to sporting and sporting personnel in our country. Thanks to all of you for joining us, and again, a warm welcome to all. As we continue with our program, I would like to invite Mr. Emmanuel Nanton, the Chairman of the Dominical Cricket Academy, to give remarks.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Good evening to all. We have the Minister of Sports, Culture, Youth, and everything, Honorable Greta Roberts. We have the Minister responsible for sports, Honorable Oscar George. We have the Minister of Environment and member of the Salbia constituency, of which Ann Twizzle is part, Honorable Kia Frederick. We have the Pal Rep for Marigot, Mr. Charles, who are in Marigot right now tonight. We have Gregory Shillingford, the Chairman of the Windsor Park Stadium Board. We also have Sam Coonan, the coach at the Cricket Academy. We have other invited guests and all. But tonight, it is here to say welcome to Kavem, to say congratulations to Kavem, to say thank you to Kavem, to say continue Kavem, to say we are with you Kavem, you made us proud Kavem, and you can do much better Kavem, and you continue doing Kavem, and Kavem, we are with you, Kavem, we love you, Kavem, you have been fighting and working for that so long, and Kavem, you have toiled hard, it's 10 years plus, and there's just so much more. And we're looking forward to so much more from Kavem. So the journey from Kavem started a long time ago. In Antwizzle and in the Kalinago territory, a lot of the lifeblood of cricket in Dominica lies. There's a passion for cricket in the Kalinago territory, as there was in Jubla. And when I went to Jubla after the hurricane, I saw there were no games. I ensured I went to Sports Division and Lotto, and we did the pitch in Jubla. And there's still not much cricket being played in Jubla. I don't think we have played the game day after the hurricane. Today, the Center for Cricket Development, the passion and the crowd and the spectacles and so on, lies in the Kalinago territory. And we have to give support to them for doing that. We have to encourage them for doing that. And then we have the Cricket Academy, of which Sam Coonan is here working. And I looked at him with Kavem preparing before they went out to England. I really, really wanted to go. There's everything I wanted to do. I wanted to have been at Lord's, and I wanted to have gone to Trent Bridge, because when I studied in England, we trained at Trent Bridge every weekend. So I really wanted to see those two, and to have two Dominicans playing at Lord's, you know, my two boys. So Kavem started playing many years ago. And we recall when he came from the Cricket World Cup, what year was it, Kavem? 2013? 2012. The person who, the outstanding performers in that year for West Indies at the 2012 World Cup were Kavem Hodge and the current captain, Craig Brathwaite. And someone said to me, Nanton, you know what? We have a way of not being able to get the transition into West Indies senior team. Let's not make the same thing happen with Kavem. And I cannot recall who it was. I think it might have been even Warwickon to make something in Australia. And we sent up Kavem to Australia to the Darren Lehman Academy. And Kavem was at the Darren Lehman Academy with people like Joe Root. And not too long ago, a few years ago, we had this West Indies selector went to the Darren Lehman Academy with Craig Brathwaite, because he was called for throwing and he had to go to Australia to test. And he called me from Australia. He said, Nanton, I am in Australia with Brathwaite, and we are at the Darren Lehman Academy. And Darren Lehman is telling me that the best foreign cricketer he had at his academy, inclusive of Joe Root, was Kavem Hodge from Dominica. So Butcher called me out of Australia to tell me that. And I knew Kavem was a good player. And we prepared him. And when he came from Lehman Academy, we got him a scholarship to go to UE. And he was there. The guy next to him, we also got him a scholarship to go to UE too. And there are others. You know, Liam Sebastian was there, your friend, left arm, GM Benjamin was there, UE scholarship. Dylan Tyson was there, UE scholarship. Ezra Green was there, UE scholarship, cricket scholarship. These are just some of those here. And we got for the people in other islands too. And we sent them to Barbados to train and to play. And I kept telling the selectors, why isn't Kavem playing for West Indies? He's at UE, he's playing the leagues in Barbados, he's the leading run scorer for about 5 years consecutively. And there are 8 players from Barbados playing for West Indies. But he played the same league with them in Barbados, but he's not on the team. And every time his father meets me, his father will say, Sir, you saw this course? I say, yes. But I don't want him to score 60, I don't want him to score 50, he can score 100. So the only way you're going to defend yourself on the team is by scoring hundreds. They cannot deny you when you score hundreds, they must pick you there. It took a long while, but Kavem eventually made his debut. Luckily I was there for his first debut one day in Abu Dhabi. He and Alec made the debut then, and I was very proud to have been there. I could not go to Smith seeing my boys and them, you know. But I always felt that he had what it takes and he could do it. There was never a doubt in my mind that Kavem Hodge could do it. I always knew he would do it. But he had to get himself there. He had to score hundreds to get himself there and to do it. One of the times when I really realized that this young man had what it takes was looking at him play local league in Dominica. And he was playing with a team, I think it was Marina at the time. It was a fairly mediocre team. But Hodge would bowl and Hodge would bat. Hodge would bowl and Hodge would bat. And he would try and bat whole day in, and he would go and hold one end and he would bowl whole day. I said, that boy has the fighting spirit to succeed. So I knew that he would succeed. I always knew, I never had a doubt that he would succeed. That's the person he was. He felt he could do it, he knew he could do it. The water, come what may. Sometimes you say, boy, time going. When you talk to him, and he was always, don't worry that man, sir, it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. And it came, he got his opportunity, and in quick time, he gave us that 100. Kavem, we are proud of you. We appreciate you. You have shown resilience. You have shown the domineering spirit. We are here to support you, not just tonight. It's a long-term journey. It's a long, long, long journey. I recall when I was president of DCA and Liam was captain of the Winners team. I said, Liam, give me one more year captain because after you out, I have my next captain in training. And my next captain is Kavem. But hold on for me still. He would not have known of that, but we were preparing him for leadership. And he stuck in through thick and thin, and he continues to train. Tonight, really, we have two outstanding players playing for West Indies. We have Kavem Hodge, and we have his little pal, Alec Athanas. Very talented, very gifted, very good friends, very understanding of each other, and they work together, they cooperate with each other, they go on for a stone behind their mango, they make their jokes, they play, and Alec is exceptionally talented. He's not here tonight because he's preparing for the T20 match in Trinidad, and I understand he won't be here for a long time because you have T20, you have Toto Sri Lanka, then they have CPL, they have Super 50, they have a Bangladesh tour. So we're not sure when we're going to see him again. But we're hoping that by the time he comes back, he will have more than one century, maybe two of them under his belt. It might be in white ball cricket, but a century is a century and we'll take it. So we want to wish Kavem and Alec well. They are both very serious young men. They take their cricket seriously. They are jovial in their demeanor, but they are professionals. And professionalism is what matters at this point in time. And I recall, before they went to England, I was talking with Sam, and we're saying, you know what? We, at the academy, we are producing the engine room. We are the engine room of West Indies cricket. Number 4 and number 5, the coach told us when they were going to bat in England. So we knew they were going to bat at number 4 and number 5. So we were preparing for the engine room of West Indies cricket. We were very pleased when you were put on that 175 partnership. I think we were very, very, very proud. Our nose went all around Dominica, it wrapped around Scott's head, it anchored in Kabushin, and we just put it everywhere else. We were very, very proud. And the thing is, we knew that you all could do it, and we know that you all can continue to do it. So every time I would look at the game, I say I have two guys inside there. If one fails, the other one will back me up. I don't like for them to fail. But in the sport, you know, and somebody said, but why did Alec out on 92? I say, boy, let me tell you, Sam would tell me, if before the game, they told you Alec will score his highest test run so far in that game, you would take it, right? He didn't get the 100, but he got his highest test score. It's cricket, it's a sport, it's a game, so we'll take it. But we know they have the ability. We know both of them have the ability. And they have been performing well. Look at who they have been playing against. The toughest teams in the world. They made their initiation, their baptism of fire against India, Australia, England, South Africa. So we know that there's plenty more runs to come. There are plenty more runs to come. We ask you all to just keep devoted, keep committed, keep working on everything. And I try not to deal with the technical aspect of the game. But when I see something, I may tell Sam. I told him already he and I have a bone to pick because he told me he saw Alec was going to out in the thing there. And I said he identified the fault then. I said, call him and tell him what the fault is. And he didn't do it. He didn't do it. And Alec out in the way that he thought Alec was going to out. Because he looked at Alec play, and I can't see the technical thing that he identified, but he told me. I said, comrade, tell the man You say he out there, he have to roll. I said, but you see the fault, tell him. And Sam is an exceptional coach. I want to thank him for his commitment and his hard work. Really. He's always willing to learn, always willing to contribute, always willing to work hard. And no matter how many players come, he never gets tired of working and training with them. And as I said before, the first time I met him, he said, sir, I applied for a job with you and you didn't even reply to my application. I said, boy, I saw a man, I have advertised a little job here in Dominica. I said, man, applying all the way from England. I know I don't have money. What am I responding to you for? and he said, no, sir, I didn't come for the money. I saw West Indies play on TV, and the performance was dismal. So I said, I'm going to leave England to come to the Caribbean to make a contribution, to make cricketers for West Indies. And he came here, he has been working hard. We are seeing the results of what he's doing. There are a number of other very strong technical players who are coming forward. Dylan Tyson have particular pace. I believe we can continue working with him, and there are a number of others. We have another young guy from the Kalinago territory again, who we have a lot of hopes in. Fountain. Yeah, we have a lot of hopes in him. He is a real talent. And we're looking forward to continuing the work and being motivated. So, Kavem, again, I am just here saying a lot, but saying one thing, or two rather. Thank you, and we look forward to many more to come. Thanks again, and good night.
Thank you, Ambassador Nanton. We now move on to our next speaker. We have Honorable Anthony Charles, the Parliament for Marigot constituency, will give brief remarks.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Honorable Greta Roberts, Honorable Oscar George, Honorable Kia Frederick, Coach Sam, Government Sports Rep, Melissa, and Mr. Gregory Shillingford. I've been watching you on TV for quite a few years. In the cricket whole a few decades, I've been watching you all. And we are here, not forgetting Mr. Nanton, we go way back since in the days. And we are here to honor Kavem Hodge in a special way. Knowing that Kavem was a younger brother to me through my younger brother. They are watching you, Kavem. Kavem went to, well, Northeast Secondary School. Kavem left Northeast. Kavem still playing cricket. Kavem go Australia. Kavem playing cricket. I say, brother, Kavem still playing cricket, you know. Kyle, Kavem still playing cricket. Kavem went to UE. Kavem still playing cricket. I say, wow. Being persistent is key. Kavem scoring duck. Kavem not taking no wicket. 20 running and over. Kavem still want to bowl. Kavem is very persistent. And you being persistent will infiltrate a lot of other young cricketers to be very motivated and be very persistent and keep on moving and keep on moving. When you score your first maiden century, I made a few calls to your classmates. And I say, you know your classmates score 100? Yes, I'm watching it all now. He made us watch cricket again. You made a lot of West Indians, Dominicans watch cricket, especially Test match cricket again. Because I wasn't watching cricket like that, but every West Indies and West Indies. Especially when you all had a little partnership, I say Dominican and Dominican again. Especially as Mr. Nanton said, in Lords, the great Lords Stadium, 2 Dominicans standing in here, representing West Indies to the highest. 2 Dominicans, we have been struggling to make West Indies cricket for quite a while. Thanks to the coach again for helping and coming on to assist. So Kavem, keep on being persistent. I want some more runs and some more wickets, please. And your classmates, your alma mater is watching and they're very proud of you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Honorable Charles. I now invite Honorable Kia Frederick, Minister of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment, and the Parliamentary Representative of the Kalinago Territory to give remarks.
Thank you very much, PS. Kavem, Mr. Hodge, I just want to join my cabinet colleagues, Oscar George, Greta Roberts, and colleague in the Parliament, Mr. Charles, and the PS, to say we're really thankful that you have made Dominica proud. And speaking from the knowledge on the understanding of the history of cricket and how it have helped to shape our Caribbean civilization, it appears to me that we have a renaissance from what happened in the 1970s. And we have comrades here like Mr. Shillingford who understand the importance of how we have young people coming out of a situation and to show, like in the 70s, Massa, how we could dealt a hand to what they thought was their own. So I think as we sit today, as we reminisce on the 1970s and the movement of cricket in the West Indies, it brings hope to young people. And so you are an example, still an example of what can be done when you are persistent. And I think you really captures what is the essence of resilience in our country. So we speak very candidly about building a resilient country with good infrastructure, with human capacity, but we're also mindful that people like you can be ambassadors and to inspire a new generation of young people, not only in cricket, but in everyday life to achieve some things that they may, at certain points, that appear to them to be unattainable. So Kavem, I really want to encourage you to push more and to do the hard work. And it appears to me that the hard work you have done through playing cricket in Nanton on the beach and playing at Northeast and banging a few balls in Jolly John's Park in Kalinago space has really allowed you to grow, to be mature. I just want to say one thing I realized about Kavem, which could be, I think, a strong example to young people, a very humble person. I think humility helps. It helps in your learning, in helping you to grow. And I think you have many more good years before you, and to know that you are a mentor. And sometimes we see young people just as people who aspire to achieve great things, but sometimes we have to highlight people like you who are true mentors to a new generation of young people who need to be inspired. Because sometimes in the narrative, in our stories, we talk about the youth being the future, but I think that the youth is now, and you have cemented yourself as a serious individual in the cricket fraternity. And I really started watching cricket for real when you were there. And I think I can speak to a number of Kalinago men who don't have a chance today to say that, who turn on their TVs at 4 o'clock in the morning and watch cricket. And to know that a young one out there who have been through the struggles of a rural community, who go out, as we say it in local terms, and who are there on the biggest platforms. And I think you have a lot to be proud of. I spoke to your dad a few days ago, and he's so excited and proud. You know how he goes. And I think the family support is there, and the support of the country is here, the sports division as well. And you have in Oscar George, Honorable Oscar George, a solid partner who understands what it is to put the importance of sports at the front burner. And I suspect he may be calling on you to lead some of his charges when he deals with sports policy and that sort of movement. So Kavem, I'm really here tonight, not only representing the people of the Cyber constituency at Kingston and Thistle, but just a young person myself in Dominica trying to contribute as well in whatever way I can. And I join a lot of others who can't be here tonight, but who really, for the most part, when they listen to your stories, they prayed for you and hoping that you're in good health, and hoping that you're eating right and you will not begin sidetracked with all of the vagaries of life, and that you stay focused. And I just want to say that we support you in that movement, and I expect greater things from you in the future. Thank you so much, Kavem.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. We're moving right along. I will now invite Senator Honorable Oscar Judge, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development, with specific responsibility for youth and sports, to give remarks.
Thank you very much. Yes. And for those of you wondering why I'm wearing crayon in August, I'm on a mission to promote crayon wear, all you. We're leading from the front, right? Ministry of Culture. Wonderful. I like that. All right, I'd like to, of course, acknowledge the presence of my Minister, Honorable Roberts, of course, my friend and colleague, Honorable Frederick, and the member for the Margaret constituency who shared some wonderful insights, Ambassador Nanton, Coach Sam, the PS in the ministry, our acting sports coordinator, invited guests, the media, good evening to all of you. And I want to really thank all of you for being here at such a short notice to welcome home our sporting hero, our sporting ambassador, Kavem Hodge. And just to say that tonight wouldn't be the end of our celebrations for Kavem. That's just the start. We indeed will do some more activities in honor of Kavem Hodge. And I think he deserves everything that's done for Kavem Hodge. Some weeks ago in June of this year, we met at the indoor facility in Portsmouth, the indoor cricket facility, where we had a small ceremony to send off both Kavem and Alec. And at that ceremony, I made mention of the fact that we all expected them to score runs in England because of both their technical and mental capacity. We expected them to score and do well in England. And as fate will have it, Kavem recorded his maiden test match century in England. And again, this is a significant achievement, not just for Kavem and his family, but for the entire country and of course the region by extension. So tonight we're here to welcome home our hero. He has not only been selected for the prestigious West Indies team, but he has also been able to record a century. And every young cricketer will tell you, getting to the first century is like getting rid of a monkey off your back. And I'm seeing the coach here, he will know of that. And just being able to score runs in England against such a strong opposition, conditions that are completely different from those in the Caribbean, conditions that will test your technical ability, it just goes to show the type of quality of players we have in the region. And not just Kavem, but also we also have Alec, which has a lot of potential for us in Dominica. So we all have to play our part in promoting these two players. I believe that these two players are the future of West Indies cricket. And my friend Nanton indicated that the engine of any batting unit is number 4 and number 5. And we in Dominica, yes, there are challenges, but we're able to produce world-class cricketers. Batting at number 4, batting at number 5 on a regional team. And in the past, we have been struggling to get at least one player on West Indies team, and now we have 2. So I think that's a really, really good achievement for us in Dominica. So just to say, Kavem, we sincerely celebrate your achievements. We thank you for your efforts. We thank you for your dedication and commitment throughout your cricketing journey. And on behalf of the government and people of Dominica, I offer sincere congratulations to you on this tremendous milestone. Unfortunately, the Honorable Prime Minister is out of state. I'm sure that he would love to be here to welcome you to Dominica. He sends his best regards and well wishes to you at this point. your extraordinary talent and skill was identified at a very young age. And I was privileged to play alongside Kavem at the under-19 level. And I was speaking to him earlier, and I mentioned to him that there was this particular tour in St. Vincent when I saw that Kavem has what it takes to get to the highest level. He was really short, really small. The bat was looking like in his hands. And Kavem stood up and faced 3 fast bowlers in St. Vincent that year. Small guy, maybe about 16, 17 years. And 3 quick bowlers, and Kavem stood there and scored 80 odd runs. And I think that was the time I was convinced that Kavem has something special and he would go all the way. And I think everybody on that team, on that tour that year, agreed that Kavem will get to West Indies team one way or the other. So that just goes to show that the work starts from young. We have a very wonderful program at the sports division where we identify young players within the communities and put them into different programs such as the sport caravan and stuff like that. And of course, we have to nurture these players from a very young age. The only way we're going to ensure that we can have players on the West Indies team, not just this year, next year, but in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, we have to maintain our players on the team. The only way we can achieve that is by strengthening our grassroots and community leagues. That is where we get to nurture the skills and talent for our young players. So Kavem, just to say to you, you represent the future of Dominican cricket, or regional cricket. That comes with significant responsibility. A lot of young players are going to be looking up to you for advice. Many young cricketers are aspiring to be Kavem Hodge. And then you have a responsibility to go out there, meet young players, explain to them, pass on your knowledge and experience for all these young players, give them the motivation, the mentorship that they need to ensure that they can follow your footsteps years down the road. My colleague mentioned seeking your support in activities by the ministry. As you know, we are pursuing national sports policy, and I believe you are well placed to provide us with that type of support, being a professional athlete, and contribute to the process of finalizing that document. So the ministry will definitely be reaching out to you for your expertise and advice as we finalize this document, important document for athletes. But we're just happy for you, Kavem. We're looking forward to a long and successful journey in the international career. I know everyone mentioned before me that a lot of interest is coming into cricket because of you and Alec. And I can confirm that even where I'm from, a lot of persons get attracted to cricket because of the successes Dominica have been able to achieve. And just to say on a more broad level, I believe there has never been a time in Dominica when so many of our athletes are excelling. We see the recent successes of Fiolafo at the Olympics. Just recently, and the president is here, just recently, our national team, senior men's cricket team, won the Windward Islands championship, and I want to congratulate them for that. It has been a number of years since we haven't been able to win that championship. And I think that, especially for the sport of cricket, I think that we have a bright future ahead of us. A number of young players are coming through the ranks with significant potential, and I see us going places when it comes to cricket. I also see us going places in athletics, in football. Just recently our team won against BVI. So we are doing well. And I think it's ample time that we can improve on the legal aspect of sports. And this is exactly what we're doing at the ministry level to help our athletes perform and perform well. So Kavem, we all love you. We all support you. We look forward to your sporting journey. I'm sure that you have many, many more centuries. Scoring a century in England is no easy task. So I'm sure that when you go to the other countries where the wickets are slow or less swing, you will be able to score more and more runs and make yourself and make your family, make Dominica and make the region very proud. So again, congratulations to you on behalf of the government and people of Dominica, and we look forward to a successful journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. And now we'll give the man of the hour, Mr. Kavem Hodge, our sports ambassador to speak to us. I'm not saying remarks. Let him speak to us.
Good night to everybody. Seeing that I am batting last in the lineup, I can indeed say the protocol has been established. But on a more serious note, I want to thank everybody for coming out and support. I mean, you know, as a cricketer, it's one thing to be out there on the world stage, but knowing what you stand for and who you represent and who's watching it, you know, it makes the journey a lot more satisfying. I would say that it's been a long journey. You know, there have been a lot of bumps in the road. You know, the cliche of trying to, you know, be a professional in whatever you aspire to be. But I would say that obviously coming from Dominica, me being an international cricketer, I always say that, you know, Dominicans and, you know, Dominica on the whole, we are resilient people. You know, we always strive hard. You know, whatever obstacles, we always try to get over it. And I think that is one of the reasons I was able to, you know, achieve, you know, playing international cricket and getting to that level. I think 90% of it is me being a Dominican, because I've seen many other cricketers from the other islands who believe that they were entitled and, you know, they had a lot more talent, but, you know, it just never seemed to materialize. But, you know, obviously coming from Dominica, I know that we're very proud, and you know, there are many times I tell myself, you know, I can't come this far, you know, I can't have this talent in my hand and, you know, and not put it to fruition. So, you know, it's really satisfying, and I think that's even more motivation to keep trading, to keep hitting balls, to remain humble, to you know, just to be hungry. You know, I would recall sitting in my hotel room, you know, the same night after the 100, and all the voice notes, all the messages, you know, people sending me voice notes, crying, long tears, and I also shed some tears, you know, sitting in the bathroom and just, you know, reflecting on the journey where I started, you know, the process and getting there. You know, days after I was, you know, still pinching myself because, you know, you dream of these things, but you never, you know it's possible until you get there. And to achieve it, you know, I'm really proud of it. Not only for myself, but, you know, just to put Dominica on the map. And, you know, like Mr. Nanton and Oscar and all the guys who spoke before me, when I checked my statuses, the amount of people I saw that were posting and, you know, talking about cricket, it was really refreshing to see. And, you know, a lot of individuals were saying, you know, cricket is back in the household and you know, they're watching cricket again, they're enjoying it. So, you know, this is one of the things that I'm happy about, is that, you know, we're bringing back cricket in the Caribbean, we're bringing back cricket into the homes, we're making people enjoy cricket, we're giving them something to look forward to. And I would really love for, you know, my journey, you know, even if it's just starting, that it can inspire the younger generation. And, you know, that is the message that I want to send out, you know, to anybody who has a dream, whatever it is, you know, regardless of where you are, what you do, where you come from. One of the philosophies that, you know, I love to live by is, you know, use what you have, start where you are, you know, and always be true to who you are. The universe, you know, always makes way for people who are true to themselves. You know, respect the game, or even if it's business or whatever it is you're into, respect it, and it will, you know, it will pay you in return. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I know it was short notice, it's raining, some of you could be home chauffeuring, but, you know, you chose to be here. You know, you chose to be here, but I'm really grateful for it, and, you know, it warms my heart that I could put Dominica on the map, and that is something that I always aspire to do, whatever I'm doing, even if I'm playing cricket on the field, or I'm giving an interview, or I'm just chatting to somebody, you know, on the street, you know, just whatever I do, you know, I always aspire to make them remember that, hey, I spoke to a Dominican. Because one of the things that I've learned is people don't always remember what you tell them, but they always remember how you make them feel. So that's one of the things that I always aspire to do, and, you know, to bring joy to people, whether through sport or my personality. But I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the journey. I thank God for the gift that He's given to me. for the support, for life, for health, for family. And, I will, as long as I have life and I'm able to, I will continue to put my best foot forward in putting Dominica on the map and bringing cricket back into the home. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Hodge. I've been saying Mr. Kavem, I just realized I should be saying Ambassador. Yes, Ambassador Hodge. So as we've just come to the end of our brief ceremony, as I said, and I want to take the opportunity to thank all of you on behalf of the Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development for being here with us. It was not easy getting you at such short notice to join us, knowing especially 8 o'clock, it's like you say, but why the flight is at 8 o'clock? But I'm very happy for those of you who made it. Well, we had our president of DCA to speak. I guess he will interact with Kavem after. Unfortunately, on the way here, he had some mishap, so he could not join us at the time to speak. But we will continue working together with Cricket Association as the Ministry of Sports. And thank you to all of you, and would like you to join us for some refreshments. Thank you.